What up? How's everybody doing? Oh, hey, Hayes. Glad somebody stopped in with me. What up, brother? You catch Josh's stream? Oh, shit. Is my mic even on the right one? Yes, it is. How's everybody in the chat doing? Faded? Hi, guy. What up? People, hop on. Don't leave me alone.
What up, bro?
What up, sir? Oh, shit. Let me turn down this other volume. So.
How you doing, brother? Do what? Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, I can barely hear you. I don't know if it's my audio or yours.
Yeah, okay, that was me. I did the wrong thing. You can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you a lot better.
Okay, yeah, I hit the wrong thing on the whatever, the interface.
Yeah, I just caught the end of it right there, like right as you started talking about VPD.
Yeah, he covered that real well.
Yeah, that was some good info.
Guys, so we'll hop on in like a half hour. See how long we actually rock for. I don't know if this shit's gonna get saved or not, but we'll see. Might just be a one done deleted type thing.
Right. No, I feel you.
What ends up transpiring, all of that shit.
Right.
Tony's saying all he hears is us two. Yeah, that's because we're all the ones that are here. Somebody else can hop on. Links in the chat already. I'll drop it back in though.
Yeah, it's all about that.
For prosperity's sake.
Do what, Blunt?
Do a little dab for prosperity's sake.
Hell yeah, little prosperity ritual.
I didn't even set up my damn shit. 2 steps ahead where I actually am.
Oh. Yeah, fuck, bro. It's all about that transpirational pull.
This rosin is so nice.
What are you smoking?
I've been pressing out a lot of like mixed stuff just to see how they mix together. And this one is a mix of Diamond and Dust from Gage Green, the 94 Blueberry, and the Bubba's Gift. And yeah, it's interesting. That Bubba's Gift keep giving it like the peppery flavor, and it's really interesting because like I never get that from anything else.
Was it just a mix of a squished flour, or did you make it into bubble and then squish it?
No, just squished flour. I'm probably gonna make some bubble of all the trim mix that I have though from the last run, which is quite a bit. So we'll see where that comes.
But
I haven't made much bubble. I've only done it like I think twice. So I'm not that experienced with it, but I've learned a lot since the last time I've done it. So hopefully it comes out a bit better.
Word. Yeah, not too big into or haven't had that much experience making or doing various extractions. I've done pretty much a lot of them, or pretty much every extraction method, but I'm far from a professional, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely an art within itself, you know.
Right.
I got a lot of respect for the people who can do the shit the way that you see some of them done, you know?
For real. Shit's beautiful out there. Yeah, I need to get into just making rosin, dude. I need to go fucking either buy a little decent press or do something, you know. I don't know.
Yeah, I just, for the most part, been using this, hold on a second. I've been using this, just hand clamp and uh, hair straightener for a while, but like I'm starting to really get the hang of it.
What type of clamp?
One of
The
those
hand
thousand
clamp?
pound DeWalt hand clamps. Yeah, like
Okay. Hmm.
yeah, and like it's nice because it's like adjustable pressure and shit, you know. But
Nice. Yeah, that's a great idea. That's a good idea, Blunt. Yeah, so what did you want
nobody
to
else
do?
from
Just bullshit?
yeah, I don't know. I was doing a little after Josh's stream, see if anybody want to hop on, have any questions, want to talk any organic shit, want to
Hmm.
expand on any of the things he touched on, or talk about some other shit. I don't know. See what people want to do. I was kind of just leaving it open to anybody to hop in.
I know. I'm surprised you don't have some cats up in here kicking it. The fuck, guys? I'm just kidding. They don't like us, Blunt. They don't like us.
I think you're scaring them away.
They're all fuck this guy. We definitely don't like you.
Plants
That's
prying? Or do you mean plants praying, Tony? Plants praying. Can somebody explain that? I can't personally. Can you?
it has to do with what's known as phototropism. So it's basically I want to say some sort of I don't know exactly how tropism works. If it's just a response to, yeah, I don't know. I guess the plants just follow the light is basically how it works. I'm like trying to think like what is the mechanism of action, but I
Yeah,
couldn't tell
but
you
like,
off a hat.
I mean, it only happens at certain times of the day, so like other things than just the light within its like by itself are taken into account, I'm sure, because like as you're approaching that like lights off time, they start to droop, you know.
Yeah, it definitely has to do with circadian rhythms, which again is like an
Yeah.
interesting concept in itself. So yeah, I'm like trying to think exactly what circadian rhythms. Basically, an organismal internal like clock response. I don't know if that's a right explanation.
Mm-hmm.
Probably worth a Google. Let's see, circadian rhythm.
Hmm.
According to Google, is roughly a 24-hour cycle in the physiological processes of living beings, including plants, animals, fungi, and cyanobacteria. In a strict sense, circadian rhythms are endogenously generated, although they can be modulated by external cues such as sunlight and temperature. That didn't, a lot of words, not too informative of a definition, though.
Mm-hmm. Um, I want to say the name, but I'm gonna say it wrong. Loon Qual asked me, "Can you keep the temp and humidity the same in your flower room as your bedroom, or better to be cooler and drier?" I'm assuming you mean cooler and drier in the bedroom. Um, I keep them about the same. I mean, like my flower room gets a little bit hotter just because like the lights are stronger. But what up? How goes it, sir?
Was this Abel Pintos? What's up, Abel?
Are we getting words too?
Huh. Interesting.
Somebody was asking where you could find Redline Genetics. Do you know any?
That's great. I hope you guys want to dance out there in chat.
Okay. If you could mute that music, that'd help a lot, or something.
You're gonna have to kick this for, bro.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry about that.
That was hilarious, dude.
Jesus. Not too surprised. You might have, Brian Zoll. You might have. Oh shit. Music has been killed, Derek.
Damn, that's funny.
That was interesting, to say the least.
So what was homie saying? He was asking about running your VPD constant all the way through veg to flower.
Yeah. Well, he was asking that and the temperature within itself, like not just like the same VPD point, but like the same temperature and humidity each. You know,
I
you get what I'm saying.
I would think if you were, as long as you're within that range, right? I mean, you should be all right.
Yeah, I'd agree. Yeah, the other question was, do you know any place to get Redline Genetics? Any seed banks?
I don't know. Do they have their shit up in seed banks? You might want to just hit up them directly. Hit up Medically Fit or Permanently High and holler at them on a DM or something.
Medically Fit. Hop in the chat, bruh.
I know. Where's homie? Where's all the homies?
Or Dago or Monster or anybody. Fuck that. It's organic. Just hop in. Like, it's more of just a hangout than anything.
We're talking organics, guys. Come on. Where's all the organic guys? All my organic homies. Represent it. No, I'm just kidding.
For no-till army running deep. No, I'm kidding.
Nobody wants to battle Purple Haze live. No, I'm just kidding.
But yeah, I don't know any places offhand to get Redline. I would just recommend looking at all of the places that I normally recommend looking at, which I would have to check and see if any of them carry it. But like, that's like fucking 420 Deadhead Man 420. What up, bro?
What up, brother man? How you doing? You hear me?
Good. How are you? Yeah, you sound a lot better than music.
Right on. I was dancing to it.
Yeah, it was good for a minute.
Absolutely. I figured I'd join on. I figured I'd try to kind of get on here and see what I could say. I don't have much to do with the organics. I'm going to try, but right now I'm running synthetics for about 3 years. Blue Planet.
Word. Yeah, like I was saying, like I called it an organic stream, but fuck it, like it's kind of just a stream to hang out and talk with everybody and let everybody get on, put in their 2 pieces, and
I mean, I got 2 cents. I could put something in. I don't know.
Yeah, anything you want to talk about, man?
Me specifically? I mean, not really. I'm ready just to answer some questions if anyone has questions for me. I mean, I hope I can help out. Other than that, I mean, I'm just hanging. Got off work at 9 o'clock.
Hell yeah, brother. What's going on, dog? Nice to meet you.
Absolutely, guys. Nice to meet you too.
Yeah, I see you up in the chat every so often.
Yeah, I try. Yeah, I do. I try to kind of join in whatever I can. Instagram, YouTube. I'm uploading videos nowadays, and I'm still working on editing it, but it's coming along. I got some Trichome Jungle genetics going that he sent me, and I'm basically growing all ocean grown, which is nice.
Can't go wrong there.
And that's what we're staring at. If you see me, that's I just have the camera on my clones going. It's a Ninja Fruit, Swashbuckler, Bewitched, another Ninja Fruit number 1, and a Jawa Pie.
Nice.
Word.
Absolutely, man.
Nice.
Hell yeah. How what strains have you flowered out or have tried from ocean grown so far?
So far, flowered out. I've done 2 phenotypes of Ninja Fruit. Alien Rift, I flowered out, but I lost that pheno. I was in the process of moving, buying a house, but it fell through, so I'm in the same house, but I did close my outdoor grow room that I built. But I did the Alien Rift out there, and the Jawa Pie out there. And I didn't lose any other of the genetics. I kept them, but everything else, like the Swashbuckler and the Bewitched right now, it's the first run in my flower tent. They're looking great. I kept the clones, obviously. I'm keeping the genetics. And in my propagation station right now, I have another Alien Rift going. And this is all not sexed in the propagation, obviously. So Alien Rift, I have a Frost Giant. I have a Dark Helmet. Let me roll over and see what else I got. But I got 2 more genetics of Ocean Grown in there. Let me see. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that. Let's see here. Oh, I got a Vader OG. And a Astro Chip. It's a tester strain for shrimp.
Oh, nice. You got the Astro Champ? Lucky guy.
Yeah, absolutely. I got Astro, I got Swashbuckler, and I think it was a Peg Leg or something like that.
Yeah. Yo, what's up?
If you're just going to be coming in here and playing music, you're going to get ejected. I'm sorry.
If it's not the Grateful Dead, don't play it, right?
Yeah, I don't know about that music. It's kind of weak.
Yeah, I would have blown my head off if I had to listen to that more. Sorry, I'm not being mean. I'm just an old time. I'm an older guy, I guess. I mean, I'm in my 40s, man. So it's like, give me some Dead Zeppelin and the Doors, Joplin. You know the deal.
Yeah, I feel you, Deadhead. But even for like electronic music, that just sounded like some fucking horrible ass shit. I don't know.
Right, I'll take your word for it right now, man. It didn't sound too good. But either way, genetic-wise, I mean, Ocean Grown, I mean, they produce, this is what I want to get. I got their genetics. They're readily available. And it's nice to be able to have them and grow them out. I mean, I've grown other genetics out. I actually, Greenhouse Seed Corporation, I tried them. I had the Super Lemon Haze, the Damn Sour, and the Moby Dick from them. And that was great stuff, too, but they were feminized. I like regular beans. I like the pheno hunt. I like the, check things out. But I also think that a lot of the times you get a pheno the first round, you're like, and then, you figure the strain out, that particular pheno of that strain, and you could grow it better than it did the first round. So sometimes people throw things away too fast, I think.
Yeah, for sure, man. I feel that. I'm always surprised, like you said, it takes a little tuning in. About my 3rd run on a certain strain, I'm like, oh, nice. It totally seems like it's a lot different than the first time I ran it, even.
I mean, even if you you grow the strain under HPS, and then you grow the strain under LED, and even or something else. I mean, it reacts differently, or nutrients change, or you're not using medium, you're using DWC, or you even go to organics and no-till, which would be really cool, but do it indoors, unfortunately. But I am thinking about DWC soon. Unfortunately, the spring is coming, so I'm going to wait till winter to do that.
Word. Hell yeah, brother.
Sorry. I could ramble on, guys. So sorry. So sometimes you just got to interrupt me.
No, you're good, dude. I'm smoking some Bewitched right now, speaking of Ocean Grown, so shout outs to Ocean Grown.
Absolutely. Right on.
What's up with homie? We got another homie in here. What's this dude straight out of weed?
Stony Montana.
Stony Montana. What's up, brother?
Stony Montana. Nice.
I guess not.
Maybe his mic. Stony Montana shot his mic off.
Yeah.
I guess we got to look at the chat too. Let me see. Maybe we could look at that. What's going on there? Oh, it's hard to look at chat when you're in the whole thing, aren't you? Isn't it?
There's the pop-out chat.
Pop-out chat.
Yeah, there's like the like three dots at the top right corner, and one of the options is pop-out chat.
Right on, brother man. Good.
Yeah,
Look
it's
out.
nifty.
Yeah, so I wonder, I don't want to fucking go off on a big old rant and sound like a fucking, go off on like some high horse about organics, about like what the definition of organics is, which is a little bit different than what people think organics are, or what the colloquial term for organics is, and what, the OMRI ratings and stuff like that actually mean. But
yeah, you're going to talk about the...
My bad, dude. I don't know if that was me or I didn't hear you right there.
Yeah, I don't know if that happened to me too. You're going to talk about the chemistry definition of it, aside from the like USDA definition of it or whatever, right?
Yeah, I don't know if we should just touch on what the actual like chemical definition of organic means, but I don't know.
Yeah, because it's something that comes up relatively often enough, at least in people creating like straw mans against certain certain ingredients that organic people use, in terms of like people saying, oh, you can't use like Epsom salt because it's not organic, or oh, you can't use gypsum because it's not organic, and they're going off of the chemistry term that you're going to describe, as opposed to like the USDA or the OMRI or the Oregon Tilth definition that other people subscribe to.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if I would necessarily say it's a straw man, but I could see how it could get brought up like that. But yeah, I don't know. I guess in terms of chemical definition, organic simply means that anything that has hydrocarbons in it, or carbons that have hydrogens attached to them. And so, in chemistry, and specifically organic chemistry, there's millions upon millions of organic compounds that are out there. And so, obviously not every organic compound is what normal people would think of as being like organic or good for you. Like there's various examples of poisons that are organic, etc. But and I think that it's informative, or at least can help a person to necessarily understand what this actually means, instead of going off on like, and it goes both ways. I honestly think like in terms of, I don't mean to like get into a big old no-till synthetic or organic fight here at all, but it just simply that, like you were saying, like the chemistry guy could try to straw man the organic guy. And I do this a lot to people. I have to admit I'm guilty of it. I'll be like, well, you don't even know what organic means, so as soon as you figure that out, then we can at least be on equal, equal playing field or have an equal conversation here, but it goes the other way too. You know, you have a lot of these organic growers and they want to preach organics and I'm all organic, and it's like, oh, well, that's good for you, bro. But, you know, I don't know if you necessarily know what that means, or, you know, a lot of these people too. And I don't know, who knows, you know, I hope that a lot of these people that are out there preaching organic practices, and I don't mean to sound like you have to be all organic to preach organic growing, because it's definitely you know, it's an incremental type of thing to get to this sort of sustainable lifestyle we don't need. But you know, in terms of like preaching it as if that everybody else is somehow beneath them, you know, obviously we can all get on our whole ego trips, but I think that it's important at least to be informed all around as to you know, just what exactly these terms mean, you know, and yeah, I guess not try to get caught up in a big old high horse.
No, but that's definitely a good point, because like there's a lot of controversy over many terms in like beyond just cannabis like cannabis industry, but into like broad agriculture. It's like genetic modification and like the word chemical on fucking USDA website and see them refer to like what we consider synthetic growing or salt-based growing as chemical farming. And like that's not a term that just like uneducated stupid stoners use, but that is also like nomenclature that USDA uses. So there's people, I don't know how to properly word it, but nobody, there's no set definition, like single definition of the words that people are using, because if you look at what USDA uses the word chemical for versus the actual definition when you look honestly anywhere, like it's completely different. Or if you look at, say, how some organic people think of the word salt, or how they think of synthetic nutrients, like a lot of it has a lot more nuance than anybody really recognizes, and it causes a lot of conversation between the two people, like
Conversation or friction?
You know,
I was going to ask. I didn't want to interject and I didn't want to interrupt, because I'm obviously a synthetic, and that's by choice right now, because that's what I could do for myself. But, and without insulting anyone, are there organics that are people that kind of their nose in the air at other people just trying to do their thing because they have no choice to do it a certain way, because they live in a small space, or they don't have the land, or you know what I mean? Like I'm just kind of learning, and I'm not trying to insult.
I think it's a lot of organic people don't really see.
My bad, you're breaking up, Blunt. What?
Yeah, you are breaking up a little bit.
Sorry, I was saying I think that a lot of the organic people have those same barriers themselves, and they don't really see that as an obstacle worthy of like not doing it.
Okay.
For lack of a better explanation, I feel like that's why a lot of them have that type of attitude.
Yeah, I think that you know, to be fair, yeah, they definitely, you know, it can be done in small spaces, but I do feel like obviously there is a little bit of that, you know, my nose in the air. I do organics now, and why aren't you guys doing organics? You know, and it's like, oh well, you know, we need to teach people why these practices are, you know, are necessarily beneficial for the ecosystem or for the environment or for ourselves. Yes. And you know, I hear a lot of stuff like, and again, I haven't never personally read any studies, and I don't want to go off on a tangent here, but I remember Homie talking about this a while back about studies relating to chemically grown food being bad for you. And I'm like, well, honestly, you'd have to present me those studies, because we can make these claims all day long, but you know, when it comes down to it, like, you know, a lot of, you know, we do need to get towards something more sustainable. But I do feel like, you know, if it wasn't for synthetic practices, who knows where we would be? Obviously we have a population now of like 7 billion people on the planet, and if it wasn't for certain practices that we later found out were like, well, this is actually not sustainable. But if it wasn't for these practices of synthetic salt farming and hydroponics, who knows where we would be.
I mean, I just feel that people do what they have to do for themselves, uh, that they can accomplish what they're trying to accomplish. So if I had the availability of doing organics without the worry of insects in my house or whatnot, yeah, I'm gonna do it, right? Like, so I always do an outdoor garden of vegetables, always. Now this year, since watching, and I'm a synthetic cannabis grower, but watching everyone do organics and worms and all this great stuff, I'm gonna try to do something in my vegetable garden that's gonna be a no-till, and it's just, I'm gonna add worms. I'm actually gonna buy it. So just saying synthetic growers of cannabis, because they have to, are still learning from the organic guys and wanting to, and I'm using that word, wanting to try what they're doing, but they can't. So in my case, I have an availability of trying the organics outside, and it doesn't have to be cannabis, even though I always throw cannabis outside in my vegetable garden. But you know what I'm trying to say? It's like, it's not our fault, or it's not synthetic people's fault. We're just doing what we have to do right now. It's like making a grilled cheese with Americans processed cheese because you have it, or you got the best cheddar available and you make it. It's still going to be a grilled cheese, and you're still going to make it.
Yeah, you're totally right, Deadhead, and I think that is something that is often overlooked. It's like in terms of just the situation in general, and I'm not saying that we need to all play the victim and just keep doing the same shit we're doing, but at the same time, like, it is an argument that we were born into this world, and the shit was already fucking going a certain way. We're victims of our own circumstances,
Right on.
and sometimes you can't help but be in certain situations where you only have certain opportunities, or I don't know, I'm kind of getting a little tangential and esoteric.
Yeah, I think that I don't know, as long as you have, like, I don't know, I think it's dope that people are like taking notice and working towards it, regardless of what step that they're at and incorporating it. Because I remember at one point when I was still growing synthetically, and I saw, whatever sparked my interest in it, and I pursued it, and like, I know it's a process for anybody. The other thing I wanted to touch on, I don't quite remember, so I'll get back to it later.
Well, I guess maybe we should go off in terms of like what organic the colloquial definition, or the common definition of what people think of organic as. And I would say that in a simple manner, and correct me if you want to add more here or I'm wrong, Blunt, but that organic necessarily just means anything that was derived from something that was at one time living, so using
Not exactly.
decomposed matter.
It's like,
or something that's naturally derived from the earth. My bad, Blunt. What are you saying?
That's naturally derived from the earth, or or produced by something that's still living, like microbes. But yeah, those three basically encompass what generally is considered organic. I can't think of much or anything at the moment that's outside of that. So yeah, well-encompassing definition, derived from the earth itself. So things like rock dust and glacial rock dust, which is still rock dust. The like Epsom salt, which is mined. Perlite, which, even though most organic people, at least in no-till, don't like to use, but that's still from the earth, even though it has processes done to it afterwards. It's just heat processing, so that, I guess, is still technically acceptable. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, yeah, derived from previously living matter, or something that's currently alive, or something that is just mined from the earth.
Right. Yeah, and in terms of synthetics, obviously when we're talking synthetics in chemistry or synthesis, all that means is that we're mixing chemicals together and adding, in the case of a lot of chemical reactions anyway that aren't spontaneous, we actually add that initial energy in the form of heat, and we mix these chemicals to form, or these compounds to form different compounds, and that itself is a synthesis, right? So that's where we get the term synthetic.
And also, I can't remember. How's the synthetic nitrogen derived? That's the what process?
How it's derived?
Yeah, how they take it from the air.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you honestly. Yeah, Google it.
Words with the hyphen between it. Yeah.
What'd you say, Deadhead?
Ask Envy, man. That guy is a flood of knowledge, bro. He's the best.
Yeah, it's and Envy's all, I love Envy. Shout out to Envy. But in terms of like stuff like this, like, yeah, I always encourage people like, I may not know it or you may not know it, but it's worth the Google. This information is readily available 2 minutes away from our fingertips half the time,
I love that. I love Google. But I was just kind of coaxing him to get on here. That's all.
Right?
Working it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, smoking some Bewitched right now.
You know what? I'm gonna go grab some buds. I'm gonna grab a beer, and I'm gonna come back, and we're gonna chat, and people are gonna jump on, and we're gonna talk, and we're gonna come up with some great stuff to chat about. I shall be back, boys.
Hell yeah, brother.
Sounds like a plan.
See you soon.
The Haberbosch, Haberbosch, HABER.
Oh, the Haberbosch cycle. The Haberbosch cycle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't know what you're talking about. I don't know if you meant like the natural cycle, nitrogen cycles, or I don't know if they refer to the Haber-Bosch as actually the same process as I don't think that would be the proper term for like, synthetically deriving nitrogen from.
Well, that's where
that's how microbes do it, obviously. Yeah, but that's a naturally occurring process.
What? It's a.
What, Blunt?
Repeat what you said? What do you mean? Yeah, did you say that it's a microbial process? Because I really don't think that it is. I could be wrong on what it is, but.
Well, I could be wrong too, but I often hear a lot of people who walk around my department talking about the Haber-Bosch cycle, and I've studied a little bit of nitrogen cycling, obviously, and a little bit of micro biology classes that I've taken, and it's really complex, honestly. Like this is the thing about any avenue of knowledge or science, is that the specific things people dedicate their whole lives to studying. So the Haber-Bosch cycle, the nitrogen cycle, is pretty complex, but I often hear that term associated with natural nitrogen cycling, but again, I could be wrong too. I don't know. Again, it's worth the Google out there.
Yeah, I'm reading it right now and trying to parse through it. It's very, very energy intense.
Do what, brother? My bad. I think you cut out. I couldn't hear you.
I started saying that it was very energy
Demanding.
Yeah,
I'm back.
those would be the words. What's up? Yeah, you guys chat. Let me read this shit. I can't do two things at once.
I feel you. Yeah, what's going on, Deadhead? How are you doing, brother?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. I got off work at 2100 tonight. I had to do some computer stuff. I want to try to. I'm the worst editor. I'm an old. Obviously, I'm in my 40s, so I downloaded Vegas Pro. I was trying to figure that out. I wanted to honestly blow my head off. It's so frustrating, but I'm still trying to upload videos, man. Just get my content out. Just because new grower like myself, 3 years in, I don't know, man. Just doing my thing right now. I'm just happy to be here, talking to you guys. I mean, I could answer some questions, or I could just shoot the breeze. I'm that good. Ex-bartender.
Hell yeah, dude. You seem very sociable for sure.
Yeah, when you guys talk organics, I just stop and listen. Not that I could contribute to the conversation, but it's like almost like someone just being like, "Whoa!" Like, I mean, and that's how I do it. When anyone brings up something I don't know, I just have to stop everything and just listen and try to absorb it like a wet sponge. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's fascinating me what you guys know and how you know it. I mean, it's like amazing.
Oh shit! I just fucking broke my fucking bong bowl.
I heard
I
that.
heard that.
Man down.
Damn.
Oh shit!
Oh,
My bad. Yeah, thanks, man. It's all a collective thing. Humanity wouldn't have got this far if it wasn't for everybody adding their 2 cents. So.
yeah, I mean, I wish my 2 cents added up more for some knowledge for you guys, but I mean, you never know. You may stumble across something that I really know a lot about, but you guys seem so schooled, man. I mean, I just want to like download your mind, your knowledge.
Hell yeah. That'd be cool, right? If we could just like download shit into our fucking brain.
Hell yeah, man. How awesome would that be? Let me figure out how to like fly a helicopter. Okay, bling, boom, done.
Oh,
And you're flying. That's a Matrix type stuff.
for real.
Yeah.
Well,
Fuck.
no one. I mean, not to change the subject. No one's a deadhead, right? No one listens to Grateful Dead. No one went on tour like I did, 55 shows through college and all that on the East Coast. Nothing. I got
Damn,
nothing.
No.
I'm all with younger people, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 43. Just to let the whole world know. That's right, 43.
Nice.
Does that seem old?
No, fuck no, dude.
Really?
I have a lot of I don't want to say my age exactly, but I'm like just a generation younger than you. I have a lot of homies that are your age, and we kick it.
Does that mean I'm almost in flush?
What? No, dog.
A couple more years, right, brother?
You're all good, baby.
Nah,
We don't need flushes.
Right on, man. Age 49, I'm gonna flush out. Peace. Oh yeah, man. Well, I'm smoking on I got gifted because I'm gonna be harvesting soon. And so all of a sudden, when harvest comes around, people gift, and all of a sudden, I got a gift of Gorilla Glue, and I'm like, Gorilla Glue, what? And he goes, Gorilla Glue. I'm like, all right, thanks. You look at it, you're like, oh man, it's the best ever. When he leaves, you're like, okay, thank you very little, but much,
Weird.
Sorry, as I said, I could talk, man. But if you guys want to talk organics and keep on doing that, do it. I'll just kind of keep quiet, but I'll put my 2 cents in when I can.
No, you said you're smoking glue, or my bad? I'm all fucking doing some other shit over
Yeah,
here.
someone gifted me some Gorilla Glue, and I was like, number 4. They're like, no, just Gorilla Glue. I'm like, okay, cool. Thank you for the gift. And I looked at it. It's not bad. It's just it's obviously been vacuum sealed, so the trichome heads are stomped, crushed a little bit. It's good, but I'm just waiting for my harvest, man. I'm on day 52. I got an overgrown 4x4. Yes, 4x4 with 7 plants in. Some of them were LST'd. All of them are ocean grown except 2. One is a Northern Lights crossed with Chronic. That's a feminized seed I've been growing for 2 years. And if you watch any videos or Instagram, you'll see the frost on this lady for some reason is amazing for a feminized seed. And that's another subject that we could always talk about. People always like, and people who start growing cannabis for the first time. Yeah, I know I'm going off on a tangent. It's like people kind of shun away from feminized seeds, but they can produce and they can do well. Yeah, you have to watch your hermaphrodites, but man, some of them you get lucky. This one I'm growing was 2 years ago. Someone bought me Rare Dankness, Ghost Train Haze #1 regular seeds,
Yes.
and it came with the freebie. The freebie was the Northern Lights crossed with Chronic somehow, and it's that good. But unfortunately, since I have all these ocean grown strains, and I invested in ocean grown strains because I wanted to grow their genetics, I'm gonna phase her out and then just do everything ocean grown.
Did you ever run that Ghost Train Haze?
I did, and I ran her under 1,000-watt HPS, and I did get one female out of the 3 beans. Well, actually, one was male, one was female, and one didn't sprout for some weird reason. And it was, I'm not sure if it's me, okay? And I'd love to ask the panel, and I'd love to ask everyone else. But when it comes to sativas, and I grew also a Super Silver Haze from Greenhouse Seed Company, and for some reason, the sativas are these airy buds. They're huge colas. They're the size of a Jameson bottle, a 750 millimeter Jameson bottle. But for some reason, they're just airy. They're not like that dense boom. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. I know exactly.
Anyone, please? I'm not crazy, right?
No, you're not entirely crazy. Like
But I'll tell you
there's
one
a
thing.
couple of reasons why it could happen. Like my Ghost Train Haze, like it definitely gets some pretty big nugs. They're pretty dense. They're not rock hard, like
Well, I grew it outdoors too. I experimented with it outdoors. Now it took me a 3-month cure to get it from this peppery, and my palate's weird. I don't know why, but a peppery taste. 3 months into cure, it was this tea, like a herbal tea taste, and I was like, oh my God, it's crazy changing. But I still think I like those hybrids. I like the dense nugs. I don't know. I'm sorry. And also indoor growers, it's very difficult to grow any type of pure sativa, like a Super Silver Haze. It's almost impossible. It's like you might as well burn the leaves off before you even start, because that's what's going to happen if you only have a 6.5 feet tent or room. Yeah. Sorry again. I talk
unless you go straight from like flip at 1212, or I mean transplant and flip type shit from clone,
Unless you took one Super Silver Haze, LST the shit out of it, grew it by itself in a tent, and yeah, maybe. But I think it's an outdoor plant, and I really enjoyed it outdoors after a while. But I still like my the hybrids.
Weird. I never got those types of tastes or smells off of the Ghost Train Haze. All I ever got was like lemon and like the odor on one and like a slight metallic taste on the other.
See, my palate
like the underhits behind the lemon.
I don't know why my palate sucks so much. I'm a food background, and I don't know why. Every sativa, I'm probably saying it wrong, sativa. Every one I grow, it seems peppery, like a black pepper.
I hear people say that, yeah. I've heard that said before, so I don't think it's just you.
All right, cool. So I got that going for me.
No, yeah, I agree that sativas definitely, I discourage people from, or I myself don't like them personally to grow indoors. Definitely hybrids, but pure sativas, oh dude, definitely not, man. Fucking A.
No, it's brutal.
I'll be the one who disagrees with that. I love the sativas. I'm about to flip some
What's your ceiling height though?
The fucking 7 feet.
So your light's hanging at like what, 6?
Like 6 6.8, 6.7.
Wow.
The heat sinks aren't very thick. I'm running the LEDs, so they're pretty
All
close to
right,
the ceiling.
right on. Cool, cool.
But yeah, I'm about to flip some Band-Aid Haze Cross to the Durban in there, like pure Durban Landrace, not the Durban Poison is also
Damn,
Durban
man.
Landrace, but a different line from the Durban Poison. Yeah, I got like 4 of those and then a few other things going into flower now, and then later I'll have the gold and a few other like an Indian Landrace and some Laotian crossed to Mellow's Platinum Girl Scout cookies. So those should all be
That sounds
interesting.
delicious.
Yeah, some of them might go as long as like 20 weeks on like the Acapulco Gold.
I was thinking that.
See, that's what I was gonna say, Blunt. Like, you know, in my defense, in terms of indoor growing, in terms of like cost efficiency and shit, like, fuck, bro, 20 weeks, dog. Like, when I can grow an 8-week strain, like, boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
I've never personally grown a strain that I thought was done in 8 weeks.
well, fuck,
But that's me.
8, 9 weeks. Come on, dog. 8, 9 versus fucking, 11, 12, fucking 14, like 20 weeks, bro. Jesus Christ.
Don't you just read the plant when it's done by trichome heads?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, like, why
Did my audio cut out?